Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the G&S Podcast. Today, we have a special guest, Kemraj Prasad, a recent graduate and faculty member here at City Tech. During this podcast, Kemraj will be sharing his insights on the gender and sexuality around City Tech. Without further ado, let's begin this podcast. Hi, Kemraj. Welcome to the podcast. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Hello, my name is Kemraj Prasad. I'm a recent graduate of New York City College of Technology with a Bachelor's of Science in Professional and Technical Writing. I am also working now at City Tech for the Office of Sponsored Programs as a grants assistant. That's part of RF CUNY, the Research Foundation of CUNY. I deal with the pre-awards side, so I help professors and anyone who's applying for grants with all the pre-award matters. So applying for the grants, making sure all the documentation is ordered, that they fill out all the right forms, and make sure everything, all compliance and things like that. I guess you could say the industry I'm in right now is research administration.
While you are a student here at City Tech, how would you describe the school's way of representing gender and sexuality?
While I was a student at City Tech, the way the school represented gender and sexuality, I thought was pretty good. I always saw a lot of events for different types of gender and sexuality related topics, a lot of LGBTQ, a lot of sexual awareness things, sexual protection and things of that nature. And I thought it was pretty well represented.
Have you heard of any G&S programs or taken any related courses during your years here at City Tech?
I unfortunately did not hear about any G&S programs at City Tech.
In what ways do you think the campus should further promote the understanding and representation of gendered identities?
The campus could further promote the understanding and representation of gendered identities. I think one, just by continuing to do what they're doing. From what I was seeing when I was a student, there were a lot of flyers and promotion and events that I saw. I think that's always a great way. Just continue to be in the hot spots of the school, where there's a lot of foot traffic, near the cafeteria, the library building, middle part, just where people are at.
What events do you think the G&S program should offer to students?
I think G&S programs that should be offered, I think they should really center around expression, representation, making sure that everyone is heard, that everyone has a voice. I know that the world is not a great place for people who the world may deem as different, but everyone is a human being and we all live and breathe and sleep the same way. So however you feel best representing and describing and expressing yourself, I think you are completely entitled to that, because your truth is your truth. We all deserve the right to be happy and live in the best way possible. So I feel that any programs that are offered should really be centered around just expression, just allowing people to be heard.
Have you taken a look at our Instagram page? If so, what are your thoughts?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take a look at their social media, but I think social media is always a great way, especially in this day and age and with the generation, just the college era, the college kids, college generation. I think that's a great way to always reach people.
That was the last question. Thank you so much for your time.
I just want to say thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. I hope that more awareness and more outreach happens, and these whatever topics are out there that need to be discussed are discussed in a public forum where everyone can be heard. So again, thank you for having me, and take care.
This has been episode 3 of the G&S Podcast. Stay tuned for more interviews. This has been Jada. Bye.